Alright, guys, let's try out Pokemon trading card game live. Let's see, let's turn on the chat. Mega Evolution. Let's collect all. See, we got 2 booster packs. We have this card, Knack Stack. This attack damage isn't affected by resistance. Garganacl. Attacks used by your fighting Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. That's interesting. Interesting. So if I have like 2 or 3 of these in my bench, I could do 60, 90. Pretty good. Let's see what I get in my booster packs. Firo. Flip 5 coins. It does 30 damage for each heads. Wow. Could do 150 damage for 1 energy. It's pretty good. Celebi. Sizzlipede. Frosmoth. Does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Interesting. So playing Pokemon Pocket really helped me get into this game, because there's a lot of cards out there, and Pokemon Pocket only has a specific amount of cards, but this has so many other cards. So that's why I wanted to try this game out. Let's see. Once during your turn, if Solrock is in play, you may discard a basic energy card from your hand. You draw 3 cards. Interesting. Solrock, Chikorita. Switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Interesting. Steelix. If you have 6 prizes remaining, this does 200 more damage. Wow. See, that's the difference between live and pocket. Like, there's only 1 card in pocket that does 200 damage, and that's Charizard right now. But in live, there's many. Look at this, 240 minus. This attack does 60 less damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Wow. So if he has no energy on it, it does 240. It's crazy. Energy switch. Move a basic energy from one Pokemon to the other. Repel, that's in pocket. Switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Spirit Tome, and that's it. That's all we got. If you're active, dog type Pokemon is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon. Place 1 damage counter on the attacking Pokemon. Interesting. The thing I like about live is that you get many more booster packs. And you could keep ranking up and keep getting whatever these are, and these. It's interesting. Let's see. It says I could get more. Oh, right here. Let's see. So I got another booster pack, and I got a Sable. Shuckle. Regular Shuckle. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has Leaf Energy on it, you may use this ability, heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. Kadabra, Routes, Tyrogue. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 more damage for each heads. That's interesting. Mega Absol. If your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 6 damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. Wow, that's cool. Your opponent reveals their hand and you discard a card you find there. Interesting. Devo. Latios. Once during your turn, when Mega Latios X moves from the bench to the active spot, you may use this ability. Move any amount of energy from your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let's try a game out. Chromium Roll. Alright, I'm gonna pick Tails. It's head, so let's see. So he's going. Oh, I'm going first. Okay. I have no basic Pokemon, so I need to mulligan. So in this deck, I'm only using Charmander and what's Lucario's first? You had to take 2 mulligans before drawing a basic Pokemon. Oh man. So that means he gets to draw 2 more cards extra. And put Charmander in the active spot. So opponent has 8 cards in his hand. How does he get to start with Mega Absol? Mega Absol is a basic Pokemon? I don't get that. What? Oh, if I kill it, it gives me 3 prizes. Wow. That is interesting. Alright, let me start out with Buddy. So I could get 2 of my Charmanders inside my bench. And then let's let me see. I'm gonna put an energy card on one of my back Charmanders. And my turn. I do have a Charizard X on my hand. But I need a rare candy. I do have an Iono, which almost does the same thing. No, I think it does the same exact thing as Pocket. Yeah. No, in pocket, you get the same number of cards you have in your hand. In live, you get the same number of cards you have remaining prizes. So I could get 6 cards. And we don't have this card in pocket, Lily's Determination. So I could draw 8 cards instead of 6 if I have 6 prizes. Ooh, what's that? Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory. Interesting. Okay, I got another Charizard X. Let's see, let's draw 8 cards. Let's see what we got now. Got a Charmeleon. Got another Buddy Buddy. Let's see. Let's evolve our Charmander that has energy on it. Let's put a basic fighting energy on one of our Riolus. We still need a Charizard. Oh, we got Rare Candy. It does the same thing that it does in pocket. You get to skip a stage on 1. And let's end our turn. That Mega, wow. That Mega Absol has 330 HP. That's unheard of in pocket. I think the most in pocket right now is 200. No, I think it's 190. I think it's Venusaur. That's crazy. 330. Oh, he has a Mega Kangaskhan too. Wow. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is active, you may use this ability to draw 2 cards. You can draw 2 cards if it's active. Oh my god, he quit. I don't know why he quit. But I'll take the win. That's crazy. So there's cards that are mega and basic. I never knew that. So there was basic megas. That's crazy. I wonder when we're gonna get that in pocket. Ooh, what's this? 10 cards per pack. Interesting. So this is what I like about live, is that you're constantly getting booster packs and you're constantly getting pockets every time you win. So let's see what we got here. We got training points. This is good for getting more, buying booster packs. And let's see what we got here. We got 2 mega hats. I guess that's like to put it on your character. Spearow. Oh, we got a Mega Kangaskhan. We just saw that. Flip a coin until you get tails. It does 50 more damage for each head. So wow. Plus 200. That's awesome. We got Gumshoes. Switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. That could be good. Yeah, Celebi. Interesting. It does 30 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. I think we have that one in pocket. It's a little bit different. Look at these full arts. This is really cool. Mega Manatric. That looks awesome. 130 more damage if you discard all the energy. So I could do 330 damage. That is crazy. And 120. And you can prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by basic Pokemon. That's crazy. I wonder how these cards are gonna get into Pocket, because it's much different in Pocket because you only have 3 prizes, so everything is much less. Like the Professor Research in Live, you get 7 cards, and you have to discard your hand. But in Pocket, you just draw 2 cards, so there's a lot of cards that are gonna be different. Iron Defender does 30 damage less for steel types. This is cool. Saint Lieutenant Surge's Bargain. Ask your opponent if each player may take a prize card. If yes, each player takes a prize card. If no, you draw 4 cards. That is awesome. I have no idea how they're gonna include this card in Pocket, because there's only 3 prizes, so they're probably not gonna do it. Latias. Fighting Gong. Search your deck for a basic fighting energy card or a basic fighting Pokemon and reveal it. Put it to your hand. That looks nice. Okay. Let's try again. And we will go first. A lot of opponents don't like going first. We have no basic Pokemon. I think I have to add more basic Pokemon. I had to take 2 mulligans before drawing a basic Pokemon. Alright, we got Charmander. Ooh, this one is Drippy. Drippy is really hard to beat. Got another Charmander. And let's see. I got a Tera Orb that lets me get Charizard. Alright, so next turn I could get a Charizard X. So this Charizard is a dark type, and its weakness is Leaf because it's a Terraform. So Terraforms, you get a different type. It's pretty cool. And it does 30 damage more for every prize they take. Alright, so let's end turn. The cool thing about Charizard is I could get 3 basic fire energy cards from my deck and put it on anybody. That's pretty cool. So I could attack right away for 180. Ultra Ball. So you can search for Pokemon by discarding 2 cards. You search for another Drippy. I don't like Drippy, man. Because if he evolves him, oh my gosh, he used Iono. So I just used the Terra Orb for nothing. I do have an Cinderace in my deck, just in case I get it in the opening hand. I could put it on the active spot right away, but I didn't get it in my opening hand, so it's worthless. Another thing that we don't have in pocket is this boss's order. I could switch my opponent's bench Pokemon to anyone I want. So it's like a Sabrina, but it's even better because I could pick. Alright, so let's use this evolve Charmander in the back. And also let's put a fire energy. Let's put Riolu. Let's see. I don't want to do boss's order now. Let me see. Let's do boss's order. Put a Drippy here. And let's get. Oh, we couldn't. Damn. Forgot boss's order is a supporter. I messed up there. I could have drew 8 cards. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and end our turn. And I put the one that had an energy on it, so I double messed up. So in live you get 60 card decks. In pocket you only get 20. So everything is like divided by 2 or 3. Instead of 3 prizes, you got 6. Another Ultra Ball. And that's the evolved form of Drippy. He evolved Drippy from his bench. I got to draw 6 cards. And he gets to draw 6 cards. He's using an ability. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them in your hand. Put the other one in the bottom of your deck. That's pretty good. What is that? Interesting. I want to see that energy card. How do I see it? There it is. As long as this card is attached to this Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, but it provides only one energy at a time. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Let's do Buddy. Get 2 Charmanders on a bench. Alright. Alright, and let's get 8 more cards. Another thing that we don't have in pocket is stadiums. Pokemon tools attached to each Pokemon have no effect. Ooh, that's awesome. Alright, so we have a Charizard and we have a rare candy. So let's go ahead and evolve our Charmander. And like I said, we could get 3 energy cards and attach it to everybody. Nest Ball. Let's get our Riolu and put it in a bench. We could evolve one of our Riolus. We could... That's it. Alright, so they haven't taken any prizes, so we won't get a boost. So we're gonna do 180 damage. So we got rid of one Drippy. Alright, we got Mega Lucario for my prizes. They're gonna evolve their Drippy in their bench. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out, you may draw 3 cards. Wow, that's a great ability. That's cool. Interesting. This one, look at the top 2 cards and get one. Imagine that, guys. You could have 4 of each Pokemon. So you could get to see the top 2 cards of your deck multiple times and put it in the bottom. Any card you want. Look at that. So he drew 3 cards. He looked at the top 2 cards twice and put the one he didn't want in the bottom. So you could put 4 cards on the bottom of your deck and then draw 3 cards. This guy's gonna get exactly what he's looking for. And I can't put any Pokemon tool. Oh, wow. What did he do? Oh, he switched, I think. Ultra Ball. So he's looking for another Pokemon. He looked for Dusknoir. He's doing Rare Candy. He's evolving his Dusknoir. Once during your turn, you may put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is knocked out. So basically, you could just do 130 damage to one of your Pokemon, to one of your opponent's Pokemon, from your bench. That's crazy. All right, it's my turn. I have a Pokemon tool here, but it's not gonna do anything because of the Stadium card. All right, let's evolve another Lucario. Let's do this. All right. We have 4 cards in our hand. He has 7 cards in his hand. Let's use Iono. Alright, so we got extra cards. Let's evolve our Charmeleon. Our Charmander. And let's see. We can't do nothing else, so let's attack for 180. We got another Iono. So basically, this guy could do 130 damage anytime from his bench. So our Charizard is gonna have 200 damage. So the only thing he has to do is 200 damage. And if he evolves his Drippy to his 3rd form, he could do 200 damage. So then I need to draw another Charizard or... Oh, there it is. Dragon Pot. He could do 200 damage now. But he needs to knock out his Dusknoir, giving us another prize. But he's gonna get 2 prizes. Let's see what's he gonna do. And he could do 60 damage to my bench with that Phantom Dive. So he could almost take out Charmander for another prize. It's an interesting deck. Yep, he's doing 130 damage to Charizard. He knocks out, so we get a prize. Hopefully it's Charizard. And it's Lily's Determination. So at least we get to draw 6 cards next turn. Now he's gonna get 2. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh, interesting. He only did 30 damage. I thought he does 60 damage. That's weird. Anyways, I need to let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna put this Lucario in the active spot. Alright, we got a Charizard. Let's see what can we do. I'm gonna use my rare candy. And I am going to say yes. Let's get our 3 remaining energies. And let's see. I'm gonna put it on Lucario. And let's see. Do have fire energy here. I'm gonna put it on Charmeleon. Let's do. If we use Iona, we only get 3 cards. If we use this, we could get a rare candy. I'm gonna do a Lily's Determination to get 6 cards. And we have another Charizard. Alright. And we don't have any more fire energy, I believe. Nope. It's alright. We do have a boss's order. And this is a X Pokemon. So let's go and... Oh, we can't put another supporter card. Alright. So let's retreat here. And go with this Charizard. And we're gonna do extra damage, extra 60 damage. So 240 damage. Alright. It's very interesting. Night Stretcher. Put a Pokemon or basic energy from your discard pile into your hand. Interesting. Oh, he put Dusknoir back. So guess what? Our Charizard is dead again. But every time he does that, he gives us a surprise. So what I'm wondering is, why did he do only 30 damage to my bench when he could do 60 damage to my bench? Put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any order. But he only puts 30. That's strange. That is strange. What does that do? Halucha, when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 1 damage counter on it. Okay. So he chose Charizard and Mega Lucario. Now he's checking the top 2 cards of his library. He has 8 cards left in his deck. And he has another Dragon Pot. What was that? Iono? Yep, Iono. It's taking. Oh! His deck went up to 12. He switched his Pokemon to one that has more health. He's switching. He switched. That was a good switch. And he's gonna do 200 damage. He's choosing which Pokemon he's gonna do 60 damage to. He's doing it to Charizard. Man. Man. First, let's do Buddy. Just to get rid of it, because we have no basic Pokemon in our deck. I could do 130 damage with Mega Lucario. Let me put this basic energy on. Mega Lucario. Then let's do Lily's Determination to get 6 cards. If I put Riolu in my bench, it's gonna give him another target. So we could hit him for 100. Man, this is hard. Hard. I'm just gonna attack here. And I'm gonna put this on the back Lucario. Damn, I think he got that. I think he got this just because he switched. Another thing is that this game takes way longer than Pocket because there's 6 prizes. Each player could play up to 20 minutes, so this game could last at least 40 minutes. Wow, he does 30 damage to my Charmeleon. He gets a prize. Oh, I get a prize too. So let's go. I got a basic energy card. So we only have two prizes left. So all we need to do is beat one X Pokemon. I think he messed up. Yeah, I think he messed up, guys. Because now his Dragon Pot has what? 190 HP. Wait, how did we lose? Interesting. I thought he had 3 prizes left. We lost. I'm gonna add him as a friend. and Reen. I don't know how I lost. Let me see the battle log. Alright, let's see. So, Dusknoir knocked someone out. I took a prize. My basic energy was added to my hand. So he took a prize because he knocked out my Charmeleon. Then he used Phantom Dive to knock out Lucario. Oh, Mega Lucario. If he knocks out Mega Lucario's 3 prizes. Oh, Mega Lucario's 3 prizes. I forgot about that. And that's how he won. Great. Let me see. Mega Lucario. 3 prizes, yep. Mega Lucario. 3 prizes. Interesting. Let me see. Even in a defeat, we got a booster pack. That's cool. We got another Celebi, Centicorch, Teleon. Choose a Pokemon in play that has the least HP remaining except for this Pokemon, and it is knocked out. What? Choose a Pokemon in play with the least HP remaining, and it's knocked out. Wow. That's pretty cool. Double Scratch, Abra, Mega Absol. I feel like I want to play this Pokemon because it could do 6 damage. Oh no, if it has 6 damage, it's automatically knocked out. Look at the Alga. You may shuffle all energy attached to this Pokemon into your deck and then have this Pokemon do 80 more damage. So 160 damage for 3. That's it. Okay. Do I go all the way up to 100? Let's see. Or is it more than 100? Yeah, it's only up to 100. Okay. Damn, so now I'm thinking of taking out Lucario if it costs 3 prizes. Man. What fire Pokemon can I use? Mega Camerot. Blaziken. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from a discard pile onto your Pokemon. To one of your Pokemon. Interesting. That's Steel type. Let me see. Normal. This Mega Kangaskhan is interesting. You may search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle it into your deck. And shuffle your deck. That's interesting because you can search for any card. But the thing is that I only got one of those. No, I only have two of those. So it's not worth it. Blissey. You may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing the same deck. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. Speak tails. Oh, it's tails. So let's go first. Let's go Yolu, Charmander. That's it. It's using Eevee and Fan Rotom. Fan Rotom, once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 normal types with 100 or less and put them into your hand. So it's way different than the one from Pocket, because the one from Pocket, you can return their active Pokemon into their hand. Interesting. So let's put Charmander. Buddy. We got all 4 Charmanders from our deck. Let's put basic. And let's end our turn. Wow, what is that? That's a Flareon X. It's still fire. A Tera Flareon X that's still fire. But it could do 280 damage. Interesting. So we have a Mega Lucario. Let's go with Arven. With Arven, we could get our Terra Orb, and we could get a maximum belt. So we're gonna do Terra Orb, get our Charizard. We got Rare Candy. Yes. Let's get our 3 energies. Let's go. And we want to put it, let's see. Let's put it on our Riolu and let's attack right away. Let's put a maximum belt on it. Let's evolve our Riolu in the back and let's attack for 230. It's 230 because the maximum belt gives it plus 50. You imagine doing 230 damage on the second turn in pocket? It's crazy, right? So he has another EVX with 200 HP. This Pokemon can evolve into any Pokemon X that evolves from Eevee if you play it from your hand onto this Pokemon. I guess usually you can't evolve X Pokemon. So this allows us to have 8 Pokemon in our bench instead of 6. So that's interesting. So this guy has 7 Pokemon in his bench and he quit. So we got another player quitting on us. See another booster pack, triple spin. Wow, look at that. 300 damage. That's amazing. Discard all energy from this Pokemon, 300 damage. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench. Executor. Or you can flip a coin until you get tails, search your deck for any number of cards to the number of heads and put them into your hand. Wow. So you can search as many cards as you get heads. Any cards in your deck and put into your hand. That's amazing. It would have been better if it was a basic Pokemon though. It's a first stage. Interesting. That's it. Alright, so let's go to the shop. The shop says 1,000 trainer points. And I can get the Mega Lucario X card and 2 booster packs. I could get, looks like 10 booster packs for 2,500. Down here I could get 10 booster packs of these. I think I already have enough Charizard X booster packs. What's this one? This is Scarlet Violet Flare. Interesting. 7 card. It's uncommon. Rare. So card 10 is rare, double rare, ultra rare, or black and white rare. And this one is Black Bolt. Interesting. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try this one. So we're gonna get 10 booster packs. We're gonna get this one, Thunderous. Search your deck for basic energy card and attach it to this Pokemon. That's cool. I like the art. So let's go ahead and get... We got the Sacrum, Scarlet, and Violet. Black Bolts Elite Trainer Box. Trainer Box. Collection limits. We got the Thunderous. And we got 10 of these booster packs. Crocorock. Solosis. Muna. Lilligant. Professor's Research. You see the difference? Discard your hand and draw 7 cards. In Pokemon Pocket, you can only draw 2. So that's interesting. A Crocodile. Your opponent discards 2 cards in their hand. If your opponent has 3 or fewer cards in their hand, its attack does 120 damage or more. Wow, so if they have 3 or fewer cards, it does 240 damage. That's interesting. Another Muna. Antique Cover Fossil. Volcarona. You must discard a basic fire energy from your hand in order to play this ability. Once during your turn, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. Interesting. Alright, the next booster pack. Carablast. Axew. Cupchew. Solosis. Ryukulis. I want to read this. For each of your bench Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon. So you can evolve all your bench Pokemon with 1 energy. You don't need to use the evolution Pokemon tool. That's pretty cool. But it's a stage 2 Pokemon, so it's not that good. Electros. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 100 damage for each heads. So you could do 400 damage with Buzz Flip. Interesting. And Pheasant. You can prevent all damage from effects if it's heads. You could draw 4 cards with his first attack. Interesting. Duramaka. Bravery. Thunderous. He looks so cool. Basic energy. Basic steel energy. Papa Toad. So it does 40 damage for each Pokemon that has round on it. Interesting. Rufflet. Simisage. Throw. This attack does 30 less for each normal energy in your opponent's active retreat cost. Interesting. Ryukulis. Conqueror. Flip a coin. This attack does 50 damage more for each heads. This Pokemon gets plus 40 HP for each fighting energy attached to it. Interesting. That is super interesting. It gets plus 40 HP for each fighting energy attached to it. So that means that if I have 4, it gets 106. It could have 300 HP when I attack or swing around. That is interesting. Pokemon Gear. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a supporter card you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. That is interesting. And another Thunderous. 7 more booster packs to go. Pawnyard. The defending Pokemon can't retreat. Fungus. Mencino. Antique cover fall, so I couldn't read the last time. So let me read it this time. Play this card as if it were a 60 HP basic normal type. This card can't be affected by any special conditions and can't retreat. At any time during your turn, you may discard this card from play. Protective cover. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this. Okay. So it's a fossil. Okay. Setting Sage. Energy coin. Flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. That sucks. Both of them are gonna be heads. For now, heal 40 damage from each of your Pokemon. That's good. That's like a Rita, but you don't have to have water energy in Pokemon Pocket. Lilligant. Clinkman. All of your Pokemon that have Steel Energy attached take 20 less damage from attacks from opponent's Pokemon. Oh, I could have this on the bench and take 20 less damage. Imagine if I had 4 of these on my bench, I could take 80 less damage. Alright. 6 more booster packs left. Clang. Fracture. Polito. Pawnyard. Professor Research. Energy Coin. Cluster. If this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it is not knocked out and it has 10 remaining damage. That's cool. Bravery, Mona, Beartech. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 50 more damage for each heads. Wow, that's a lot. Five more booster packs left. Basic energy. Poppy Toad. Blast. Golett. Tortuga. Tortuga? I didn't know Tortuga evolves from a fossil. This attack does 30 damage for each item card in your opponent's discard pile. Wow. This attack does 30 damage for each item card in your opponent's discard pile. That's good. Darmanitan. Pokemon is not burned. 180 damage, that's pretty good. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. This attack does 20 damage to the new Pokemon, okay. Bakaruna, Carablast, Zekrom X. Look at that. That's awesome. Does 130 plus. This attack does 50 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. This Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself. So if he's taking 2, it does 100. If he's taking 4, it does 200. So it could do up to 250. That's what? 380? Wow. For more, Cracker Rock, Rufflet, Venipede, Ogem, Crustle, Euclid, Pheasant, Professor Research, Golurk, Axorus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, this does 80 more damage. So that's 160 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it is knocked out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Three more left. Anti-cover. Fossil. Snivy. Mona. Willipede. Prism Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides normal energy. If this card is attached to a basic Pokemon, this card provides every type of energy, but it provides only one energy at a time. I'm confused. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides normal energy. But I could switch it to any type I want. That's cool. Semi-Sage. Crustle. Scavalier. So I think we have a Scavalier in Pokemon Pocket, and it does 50 damage. This one does 90 damage, but it does 30 damage to itself. Energy card, coin. Meloetta X. If you go first, this Pokemon can use attacks during your first turn. Interesting. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Echo Voice attack does 80 more damage. What? So I could do 100 and I could attack my first turn, do 30 damage, and then next turn I could do 110 damage. Does it stack though? I don't even know if it stacks. That's interesting. Two more. Kakarot, Golurk, Cubchoo, Sandile, Golurk, Euclid, Semi-Sage, and Caracosta. Prevent all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon that have any special energy attached. Interesting. Be sharp. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage on it, this attack does 60 more damage. Interesting. And my last card is Caracosta. That sucks. One more booster pack. What? This looks super nice. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 evolution steel types. Reveal them and put into your hand. Once, wow. That's amazing. And it's a basic type. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Interesting. Papatoad, Dujon, Rebel, Fennel, Scolipede, Energy Coin, Ends Plan. Move up 2 energy from your bench to your active. Hostile. And the Thunderers. Okay. Yeah. That was a lot of cards. I like this Prism one though. I should add that. Let's add it to my deck. Let's go. Edit. Let's go to energy. Let's remove a fighting energy. And let's add the prism. What's this spike energy? And what's this? As long as this card is attached to your Pokemon, it provides normal energy. If this card is attached to a stage 2, this card provides every type of energy, but it provides only 2 energy at a time. Interesting. But the thing is, it's an ace spec, and I can only have 1 ace spec in my deck. So I don't think it's worth it. It's just spike energy. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an Pokemon, is damaged by an attack from an opponent's Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on it. Okay, so it's a normal energy plus a helmet, basically. Okay, interesting. Pokemon Live has a lot of interesting stuff. Alright, let's do another game. Alright, we got Riolu. Looks like they're using the unedited Charizard X deck. Oh, something happened. Uh, what happened? Routine server maintenance is scheduled for 10:14. Maintenance is scheduled to end at okay. I guess we have to stop playing because they're doing a server maintenance routine. Alright, so I guess I'll be back later, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.